So today I'm going to talk about the herbal medicine Ophiocordyceps sinensis. So a little bit of background about this fungus is that it grows in the Himalayas and the Tibetan Plateau. It's entomopathogenic, which basically means it parasitizes insects, particularly moth caterpillars, which is why it's known as the caterpillar fungus, or a common misnomer is the vegetable caterpillar. And it's expensive because it's just rare to find in nature, and it's also being over-harvested. And it's used to treat a variety of sicknesses. So a little bit about the morphology and ecology of this fungus is that it's made up of two parts, the endosclerotium and the stroma. The stroma is what produces spores, and then the endosclerotium is kind of the sarcophagus-looking caterpillar, which is covered in mycelium, both inside and out. And this kind of caterpillar fungus complex is located just a few inches beneath the soil, and like I said, it grows at high elevations, and you can see this gray area is the natural zone for Ophiocordyceps sinensis. So here's just some pictures of what this fungus looks like. You can see that it contains the caterpillar within this herbal fungus, and you can see the stalk coming out of the soil there on the left, which it just kind of sticks out of the soil just a little bit, which is one reason why it's so hard to find. So in Chinese, Ophiocordyceps sinensis is referred to as Dongchang Zhao Chao. I think I pronounced that correctly, which means winter worm, summer grass. And you can see by this kind of life cycle of the fungus is that the caterpillars are in the soil during the winter, and then spores are also released in the winter, and then they will infect the caterpillar, and in the summer it will sprout up through the ground. So some medical or medicinal purposes is that in traditional Chinese medicine, the fungus has been known to treat many illnesses and to tonify kidneys and lungs and to stop bleeding and dissolve phlegm. And it's known to treat conditions such as hyposexuality, night sweats, hyperglycemia, asthma, and other sort of heart and respiratory diseases. And modern medicine has not found concrete evidence to support all of these claims, but they have proven some using the herb can help improve and regulate the immune system, as well as enhance the lungs and kidneys specifically. And this was kind of first discovered around 700 years ago when farmers realized that their livestock were eating this fungus and they would become more resilient and stronger. So some of the modes and mechanisms of how this fungus works is that, like I said, it just overall improves the immune system, health, and blood flow, which just improves general health, and it targets the kidneys, lungs, liver, and other sorts of endocrinal glands. And so each capsule, humans are told to take 5 to 10 grams a day, and this will stimulate T helper cells in the body, which prolong the survival of lymphocytes and enhance TNF alpha and interleukin-1 production and increase antibody count. It's also been shown to enhance proliferation of the erythroid cells and bone marrow, increasing bone density, and it can also increase progesterone production in animals. And other evidence has showed that it also has anti-inflammatory capabilities by lowering calcium ions and thromboxane A2 levels in the body. So the current state of Ophiocordyceps sinensis is that the complete genome is still yet to be mapped. I think once that's done, maybe more synthetic drugs like this can be produced. But so far, synthetic and in vitro and in vivo methods of growing this fungus have not been successful just because they can't grow the teleomorphic form, which is more potent of this fungus. And then a lot of human testing still needs to be done so that it can be explored and fully understood how this fungus works in the body. And it's it's slowly becoming an endangered species in China due to overharvesting, which has increased the price globally.